So let's get you details of the big story we are tracking for you this hour. Remember, the Sialda court earlier has pronounced its verdict, and the quantum for the main accused in the entire case, Sanjoy Roy, has been sentenced to life imprisonment with 50,000 fine by the court. This is for the rape and murder of the Kolkata hospital doctor. Judge Anirban Das has also said that this does not amount to the rarest of a rare case. The victim's family will be given a compensation of rupees 10 lakh for death of the victim and rupees 7 lakh for rape. Ritik is joining us live, and so is Pooja. Both are tracking that story. First to you, Pooja. We've seen multiple reactions that have come in, obviously very, very political now. The BJP has called this a travesty of justice, and they believe that the onus is on Mamata Banerjee right now to ensure that there is full justice in the case. And Mamata Banerjee has also responded, Pooja, and she says the CBI is to be blamed because we called for a death penalty in the case.
Well, absolutely. Minutes after the judgment and the quantum of punishment was pronounced, claims and counterclaims have begun. While on one hand, the BJP is claiming that this is the travesty of justice. On the other hand, the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has expressed a discontent over this judgment. She has categorically stated that had the case remained with the state government, they would have ensured death penalty for the convict. But I'll take you through what really happened in the courtroom. But I'll also update that the victim's parents have just left the court premises and they did not speak to the media. While the victim's lawyer, who was representing the victim in the courtroom, has said that they are dissatisfied with the judgment, and they have also claimed that the CBI did not conduct the investigation properly because the judge Anirban Das said clearly that this is not the rarest of a rare case. Hence, this is a reaction coming from the victim's family. He said categorically how they weren't happy with the manner in which the CBI
Pooja, just allow me a moment. I want to cut across to Ritik because I'm told he also has the victim side's lawyer right now. Let's quickly listen in to what happens in the case, Ritik, from here on. Have they received a copy of the judgment? Would they be approaching the higher courts?
Well, definitely, Anisur Rahman, one of the victim's family lawyer, is with us currently. The way the verdict came, we know that the initial reaction from the family was they're disappointed, we were told. And just a while from now, I'm being told that he has left the court premises also. What is your first reaction to the judgment that the Sialda court gave today?
Learned Additional District and Session Judge, first Sialda court, told that this is not a case of rarest of rarest because the CBI investigate the case and they submitted all the reports, documents, papers, etc., which is not sufficient it is a rarest of rarest case. As such, he did not announce the death sentence or capital punishment. Only till alive he will behind the bar.
Do you believe the prosecution failed to prove this as a rarest of the rare case?
Yes. Prosecution, that is CBI investigation and prosecution failed to prove that it is not a rarest of rarest case. As such, capital punishment did not announced by the learned Additional District and Session Judge Sialda.
So I believe there are multiple roads are open to you as well, but the way the court also ordered a compensation, a monetary compensation to the victim family, how would you respond? Because we saw the way the victim parents immediately stood up and said that they don't want any kind of such monetary compensation. What would be your reaction with regard to this matter?
Learned court announced the compensation, that is 17 and 7, that is total 17 lakhs. But the victim family will take it or not, it is there up to them. I think the victim family will go to the higher court to get the justice of higher.
Sir, as you said that you were one of the counsel of the victim's lawyer, victim family lawyers, are you started considering to move towards the higher judiciary, as it has been already told by the victim parents?
Yes, I think my friends, colleagues and others, they are involved with this case. They will discuss with the family, father and mother of the victim. Thereafter, we will decide, we will move higher forum and or High Court or Supreme Court, pending the matter, and we will go there and we will try our level best to get justice of Abhaya.
Thank you, Mr. Rahman. As he told, that we know that we are given to understand that the victim parents left the court premises. They were surely disappointed. It has come, this day has come as a disappointment for both the parents, as they tried to, establish or trying to tell us even before also they were looking forward for the highest possible punishment for the accused Sanjoy Roy. But they are no way to, by this point, the Sanjoy Roy was the sole criminal behind this heinous crime, but they believe that there are many more stones are yet to unturned, and which is why they wanted a highest possible ever punishment for Sanjoy Roy.
Allow me a moment. We can in fact break the first response that has come in from the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Let's listen into what she says.
আমি আগে রায় হওয়ার আগে থেকে কিছু বলবো না, বাট ফাঁসির দাবিতে আমি নিজেও মিছিল করেছিলাম, সবাই করেছে। সুতরাং এটা জাজেদের উপর নির্ভর করে এবং কিভাবে কেস সাজানো হয়েছে। আমরা তো পরপর 3টে কেসে ফাঁসি করে দিয়েছি, সুতরাং এই কেসটাতেও আমরা বিচার চাই সঙ্গে।
So Mamata Banerjee, they're saying that she is clearly not satisfied, Pooja, with this quantum of punishment. But she is also using this opportunity to hit out at the CBI, and she says it is the CBI that has botched up the entire case. Completely quiet on what the court had said so far when the court transferred the case from the Kolkata police to the CBI.
Well, absolutely. While expressing discontent over the judgment, the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that had the case remained with the state government, she would have ensured death penalty for the convicts. She goes on to say that in the recently 3 cases that were reported in West Bengal, the state government ensured a speedy trial and also death penalty for the convicts. So while she's using this as an ammunition to come down heavily on the CBI, trying to say that the state machinery is capable of awarding death penalty to the convicts who are involved in rape and crime, murder-related crimes. She's also saying that had the case remained with the state government, she would have ensured death penalty for the convict.
Okay, but clearly, people will obviously ask a lot more questions. The BJP, on the other hand, also had said that this is a travesty of justice. Ritik and Pooja, what we'll do is we'll listen in now to the Union Minister Shukanta Majumdar quickly before I come back to you to take this story ahead.
कोर्ट के जजमेंट के ऊपर हम कुछ नहीं कह सकते। हम चाह रहे थे कि हाईएस्ट पनिशमेंट हो, हाईएस्ट पनिशमेंट अभी नहीं हुआ। अब कोर्ट का वर्डिक्ट है, कोर्ट के खिलाफ तो हम बीइंग ए इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट आई कांट से एनीथिंग। रुपया में क्या है, रुपया में कुछ नहीं है। वो परिवार रुपया चाहेगा ऐसा भी मुझे नहीं लगता, रुपया ऐसे करके भी नहीं है।
जिस तरह से संजय राय का ही नाम सिर्फ इसमें आ रहा है, वो लगातार कह रहे हैं कि इसके पीछे और भी बड़ा नाम है।
बंगाल के लोग नहीं बिलीव करते कि इसमें एक लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व है। कोर्ट के राय के खिलाफ हम कुछ नहीं बोल सकते।
जस्टिस के लिए और भी जारी
मुझे लगता है और भी इन्वेस्टिगेशन होना चाहिए। स्पेशली कोर्ट को बोलना चाहिए था कि जो बात संजय कर रहा है, संजय जो बात कर रहा है, उन्होंने राजीव कुमार का नाम लिया, पुलिस का नाम लिया, उसका तहकीकात होना।
Now, even as we get this story, Gary, all the political responses, remember, we've also thrown our phone lines open. This is where you can speak up on this entire issue, because clearly there is a big debate right now in the country whether this is justice enough. For rape and murder, when you have the court saying this is not the rarest of the rare crimes and that is why this does not warrant a death penalty. On your screens are also images right now that we are getting just from outside the Sealdah court, where you have a sporadic protest right now being undertaken by citizens who are clearly aghast at the fact that this is not justice enough. We have Kalpana, Vikram, both, our viewers joining us right now. They want to make their point, both calling us from Mumbai. This evening, Kalpana, first to you. What are your thoughts?
Good evening, Dipti. I mean, this this judgment comes as a huge shocker. I mean, if this is not rarest of rare, then I really don't know what is rarest of rare. And for the CM to now blame the CBI is so oxymoron. I mean, if the Kolkata police had not botched up, I mean, I don't think, this would have gone so far. If only they had conducted their investigations properly. It wouldn't have been only Sanjoy Roy. It would have been many more people who would have been arrested. But now looks like that she wants to blame the CBI. And I'm very aghast at this 17 lakh compensation. I mean, what is this? I mean, I don't know. As a woman, I have nothing more to say. Thank you.
Kalpana, I join that entire sentiment because clearly at a point where we are at loss of words, the judiciary is the only forum that people look forward towards justice. Vikram, what are your thoughts? You're also calling us from Mumbai.
Very good evening to you. According to me, the judge should define what is rarest of rarest rape. The judgment he has given, I'm aghast by the judgment and the sentence he has used. And another thing is CM of Bengal. She is blaming now CBI. But why the case was transferred to CBI by the court? Because the police of Bengal wasn't doing proper investigation. So I think it is shocking day for everybody. And this guy must be hanged immediately. And this way, after 10, 12 years, he will be out on good behavior, this thing, and roaming freely in the country. So he should be hanged only.
Vikram, thank you for calling us and thank you for putting out your perspective. Every voice counts. Remember, so on your bottom of the screens, these numbers will be continuously flashing. We'll be taking your calls live. I also have Bhaskar, Nivedita, both calling us from Mumbai, waiting very patiently. Bhaskar, you want to go first and tell us what you think of this judgment today by the court?
Hello.
Yes, Bhaskar, you can hear us?
Yeah. Madam, actually, regarding the judgment now, it is really a sad thing and a disappointment to the entire public because he doesn't want not only done a rape and murder the person also, the girl also. Okay. So what I think that I want to insist on 2 points. One point is, first of all, our Parliament should pass a resolution for rape. The punishment should be death penalty only. That is my one suggestion. And second will be, it will be somewhat, I think, maybe upward if I open my mouth. What I say, the same incident happens to any of the person. It will be Prime Minister or Judge or Police. In their family, what will they do? How will they react?
Bhaskar, I understand that angst. That's exactly why we've decided to throw open our phone lines because it's important to listen into people. Thank you for calling us. Nivedita, how do you feel? I mean, do you feel any differently from what you've heard from most of our callers?
Everyone was telling that it is rarest of the rare case. And today with the judgment, I can say that it was the rarest of the rare judgment. It's quite shameful. Now 10 lakh compensation for a murder and 7 lakh compensation for rape. Isn't it shameful? Now any person who is a bit, means everyone is going to get license ki judgment mein to yahi milega, 10 lakh murder ka and 7 lakh rape ka. You think this is the judgment we were expecting after so many people have march kiya, fast kiya, and after this judgment, matlab CBI hame fool bana raha tha. Then I don't know, means now I can say that our Indians will not be able to trust CBI also because from the day when Calcutta police was also telling it is Sanjoy Roy, now CBI ne aake kya extra bata diya humko? No investigation, nothing. That Sanjoy Roy, shuru mein he was the person, abhi bhi wahi Sanjoy Roy aaya. Everyone knows it was not possible, only us akele bande se nahi hone wala tha. Still, nothing. So rarest of the rarest case and rarest of the rare judgment, I have to say this. Shameful.
All right, Nivedita, thank you for speaking up, speaking out. Your heart is clear as that. I also have Apurva Parekh calling us from Mumbai. And I think, Apurva, you're an advocate?
Yes, madam.
Yes. What would you want to say?
I practice in Bombay High Court and City Civil Court.
Sir. What would you want to say, sir?
Hello.
We can hear you, sir. Can you hear us loud and clear?
Yeah, I believe it's an absolute travesty of justice. In this Nirbhaya matter, all the 6 were given death penalty and executed. And what more can be a rarest of rare cases rather than this? It is really heartfelt for the parents of that doctor. And the matter should be taken to the highest forum, High Court, Supreme Court. And we should really try to get justice for that young aspirant doctor. And let's see what happens. In fact, the government should take up the matter on its own, because if this thing happens, then more rapes will take place, and persons will go scot-free.
I think you make some very, very good points, Apurvaji. Thank you for calling us here and reiterating, I think, much of what we've heard from a lot of our callers. I still have Ganeshan, Sundar, Krishnamurthy and Ramji very patiently waiting, all our callers calling us from different parts of the country. But to them, I'll say just allow me a few seconds, because we want to play out once again, in case you're tuning into the broadcast, what has been the very first response from the West Bengal Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee.
আমরা প্রতিদিন থেকেই ফাঁসির দাবি করে এসেছিলাম এবং আজকেও আমরা সেই দাবিতে অটুট আছি, কিন্তু আদালতের রায় আমরা 3টে কেসে আপনারা দেখেছেন 54 দিন থেকে 60 দিনের মধ্যে আমরা ফাঁসি অর্ডার করেই দিয়েছি। কিন্তু আমি জানি না এটা একটা সিরিয়াস কেস এবং এটা নিয়ে ফাঁসি দাবি আমাদের সবার ছিল। আমরা এটাই বলেছিলাম আমাদের হাতে কেসটা থাকলে আমরা কিন্তু অনেক দিন আগেই ফাঁসির অর্ডার দিয়ে দিতে পারতাম, ফাঁসির অর্ডার করে দিতে পারতাম। সুতরাং ডিটেলসটা তো আমি জানি না, ডিটেলসটা তো সিবিআই করেছে এবং আমাদের হাত থেকে তো কেসটা ইচ্ছা করে কেড়ে নিয়ে চলে গেল।
So Mamata Banerjee there obviously trying to say that blame the CBI for this, because we always wanted a death sentence, capital punishment for the main accused, clearly silent on her own role and the alleged cover-ups in the entire case. I would see if we still have our callers. Ganeshan has been patiently holding that phone line, calling us from Pune. Ganeshan, thank you. What would you want to say?
I just wanted to say
Ganeshan, you might want to, lower the volume of the television set so we can hear you better, please.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm Ganeshan from Pune.
Yes.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity. I just wanted to say that I'm not worried about life sentence or capital punishment, but I'm more worried about the interpretation of law by the learned judges and the court in future. I'm more worried about the future, that if this is the case, what will be the fate of other cases in India? And also, this case has been botched up from very beginning, from the first day of the crime itself. So we cannot expect a good judgment from anybody. I'm just, I'm not I'm not question of happy and angry. It's not with the court, it's not with the judges, but it's the way we operate in India.
Ganeshan, I think you make a very fair point. With the lack of evidence, clearly will lead to judgments like these. So a lot of heads need to roll. There is a lot of accountability that needs to be fixed. Thank you for calling in.